do you think, and we kind of talked about the step up fights, do you think you've been in more of those types of fights than Bud has? Where you've been in there, like the criticism of Bud is the resume.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't.
No, and that's not to discredit Bud. It's just when people say, when we've talked about 1,000 times, championship rounds, you have to go through fires. You've done that more. Do you think that is going to play a role?
I thought that getting into the ring with Errol Spence Jr., I felt like I had been through some things in the ring that he had not been through, and I thought that it was gonna pay off for me, and I felt like it did. Obviously, I didn't get the win, but I felt like the way that fight really unfolded, and I was able to kind of manage things and things like that. I think that it was large in part because of my experience. I think the same thing goes for this fight. I think that I said this about Errol Spence. I'm going to present some questions to this dude in the ring with my fists, with my movement, with my feints, with everything that I have. And then how he reacts dictates, what happens next. You know what I mean? And so where a lot of people are saying, he doesn't have the resume and he hasn't fought anybody, you're really gonna find out. Yeah. Because it's not only a physical thing, it's also a mental thing. And then we can use Malik as a prime example. Malik has never been 10 rounds. I don't think even in training. Not a hard 10 round. Yeah. Not a hard 10 round sparring session or anything like that at all. And that played in my mind while he was fighting. I could see his pace. The opening round, he was excited. I think that is his style. Like he says, the Porter way too, but that is his style is to be aggressive, to be assertive. And you can look forward to him he threw 90, 92 around. I think my dad might pull him back and try to get him to do more like 70 to 75. But
I was expecting you to say 90.
There's still going to be some round.
Going to pull him back to 90.
It's too less. He's still going to be upwards to 85 to 90 because that's who he is. But what happened with Malik was that autopilot kicked in and the athleticism kicked in and that will to win kicked in.
Being sparring with you kicked in.
Yeah. And so when you haven't had anybody that's forced you to do anything, more than you're ever been comfortable with in the boxing ring, the challenge. And then here's the thing: the challenge is going to happen for Terrence Crawford the night of the fight, because there's nobody he can spar with that's going to spar at the intensity that I'm going to fight at, and there's nobody that he can find that's going to be able to do everything that I do in the ring, and it just is what it is, So I'm in a really blessed position. I love it.
And about eighth, ninth round, like when you never been there with the likes of yourself, or vice versa, you with Earl. Do you just motivate yourself like you will not break me? Well, like what do you do? Like, cause I think he's gonna go to a place with you where he's never been before.
Yeah. For me, it's kind of like the fight's kind of like training with music.
Like Andre Berto, you mentally broke Andre Berto. Yeah. Mentally.
Yeah.
Say what you want, big head.
Now think about it when you on the treadmill, anything. I don't know what you can equate it to because you don't train
video
too
games
often.
Or something. Yeah.
So, but
he's right. It's a justified shot. I take my shots at him. He's justified in taking that shot.
Or okay, so you do listen to a lot of rap.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna call
and you be
fat acronyms.
So you be like, all right, I'm gonna listen to this song. You like, oh yeah, I thought about this song. I'm gonna listen to this song. Oh yeah, I thought about this song. I'm gonna listen. The fight has like a lot of like roller coasters where you kind of like, it's like you jump back on and you find your way through and then that song clicks in that you really like and you back on it, you know what I mean? Another song come in, you're like, all right, I'll let it play. Some rounds are kind of like, you kind of start to take that nosedive I've talked about before, but when those nosedives, the people who have been through it before, you recognize it and you figure out your ways or your ways through it, you know what I mean? So I think the best part about this fight is there's not going to be a boring round for y'all. No. And that means that in the ring,
there won't be a boring round for you.
There won't be a boring round for us in the ring. We're going to be steadily on our toes.
I'm coming live. I'm telling you right now.
What's up? I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Ed. Follow me on IG, Ed with 2 T's. Let's do it. Let's do it again. All right.
Just introduce yourself.
Okay.
And then you tell them what to do. I'm Showtime Shawn Porter.
I'm Anthony Brenagh.
Carson A. Merk. Like, subscribe, comment.
This is the Porter Way.